Okay, so if you see for Anna, if both arguments are true, then only the result is true. Okay, so what they are telling now, if we give two conditions here, if the two conditions is satisfied, then only it will go on to perform the actions that we gave. Okay, and or if at least one argument is true, then the result is true. So like if one condition divided into conditions, then it will perform the action or it will do whatever need to be performed. And not its complement means opposite. Okay, complement means opposite. If you give true, if you give true, it's going to consider as false. Like if you give not true, then it will consider as false. If you give not false, then it will consider as true. So in such cases we are going to use not. I will give you an example. Okay, so you see here, if you give true, false, and if you use and operator, it won't work, because the two conditions should be true. For and,
Hmm.
the two conditions should be true. If you see one condition is true and one condition is false, that's why we got the output as false. Okay, for or, for or, as per what we understood, if any one condition is true, then or will work. See, true and one is false, so because of one true, the result is true. Okay, here not false. So obviously complement, right? I told you it will take opposite. So not false means obviously true. So it's true. So in this way they are gonna work. So let's see. Let's take one example, and so the same example I'm going to consider. Okay. So for license, instead of one nested if now we can do here with this and operator and all. For license, a should be greater than 18. So this is one example just I'm considering, and gender should be male. Okay, so this is I need to do, I need to check two conditions and the two conditions should be satisfied, then only they are eligible for license. So this is how we can do. If, let me take two variables, one is age and I'm assigning 19, one is gender, I'm giving male over there. So as per my condition, age should be greater than 18. So this is actually greater than operator. I will explain you this operator later. If age is greater than 18 and sorry, and we should give, and is a keyword. So in Python we have a few reserved keywords, right? So in that, and is one of the keyword. And gender, gender, so the double equals indicates equal operator. I will explain you. Male, then print else, print. Okay, so here I used and, so the both conditions should be satisfied here. So age should be greater than 18 and gender should be equals to male, then only the print statement will get execute. Okay, if one of the condition is not true, then it won't execute it. See, for example, here the age 19, 19 obviously greater than 18 and the gender value is equals to male. So it's printed eligible for license. For example, instead of that, if I give 17 and if I run, I will get not eligible. Why? Because 17 is less than 18. So gender is male, that's fine, but age is less than 18. So here only one condition got satisfied. This gender equals to male condition got satisfied, but this age condition not satisfied. So it won't execute this eligible for license. It will come to this else block and it will execute this print not eligible statement. Okay,
Okay.
this is and. So both conditions
Okay.
should be true, both conditions should be satisfied. And in case of or, any one condition is satisfied, that is enough. Even if two conditions got satisfied, it's fine. And normal it will work, like it will work when even one condition got satisfied, then it will work. Now See, eligible for license. Why? Because gender equals to male. This condition got satisfied. This condition didn't satisfy. 17 is not greater than 18. That's fine. But this condition got satisfied, right? Gender equals to male condition got satisfied, and we used or operator. That's why this if state, like this print eligible for license, got executed. Okay, the control went here because of or. Okay.
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 And for not, I need to give you an example. Let me take gender itself. So what I need to do, if the gender is not equals to female, if gender is not equals to female, then I need to do some actions, or I need to perform some operation, something I need to do when gender is not equals to female. So you can write this condition in two ways. Okay, but like I'm explaining with respect to not. If not gender equals to female, print
It's pretty.
I won't do anything. Okay, nothing. If you run, nothing, because gender should not equals to female, but here gender value is female, right? That's why it went to else block. Okay, so when this s will execute now, if the gender is not equals to female, apart from female, if you have any value in gender, this will execute s. You gonna get s as output. When apart from female, if you have any other value in gender, you are going to get s as output. If you have female in this gender variable, it will give you nothing. Okay, you can give a try with male. Now see, yes, why? Because this value is not equals to female. You can have any other value. This time also this value is not equals to female, so it got executed and it's going to give you yes. This is how not work. Okay,
Yeah.
is it clear, guys?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
it's
yes,
clear.
okay, clear.
Okay, then so and this bitwise operators are not important. These mostly we are going to work with bits. I think everybody aware. I think I'm not sure, Deepa. I think Lava, you are aware of these bits.
Yes, yes, Arfan.
Uh, so to move the bits, we are going to use this bitwise operator, and in projects everywhere we are not going to use. But I will collect some examples and I will explain you next class. So these are not at all important, but we should aware. Okay, what are the bitwise operators? What thing they are gonna do? I will explain you later. And let me move to this comparison or relational operators. Okay, so here you can see comparison operators. So here itself it's going to tell the purpose of these operators. So these operators are used for comparison. I want to compare the data. Okay, I want to compare the data. For example, I want to check, just now we checked, right? If gender equals to male, or if is greater age is greater than 18 or not. So these we are doing some comparison between two values or more data. I want to do some comparison. So at that time we are going to use this comparison or relational operators. Okay, and this indicates greater than, this is greater than or equals to, this is less than, this is less than or equals to, this is equals to operator, this is not equals to operator. So let me check if 20 is greater than 10 or not. I want to check 20 is greater than 10 or not. Obviously 20 is greater than 10, right? It will return you true. Okay, and let me check if 20 is greater than 30 or not. Obviously 20 is not greater than 30, it will return you false. Okay, if you give 20 is less than 30, yes, this is true, it will give you true. These are just like comparison operator. If we want to compare the data, then we are gonna use these operators. I'm explaining you the, just I'm giving some examples. And I want to check. So greater than equals to, why we are using, it will include two. If the value is greater than another value, it will work, or if the value is equals to another value, it will work. Okay, even in case of equals it will work, in case of greater than also it will work. It's like or. Okay, if the value is
Okay.
greater than another number, it will work. And one more, if the number is equals to another number, then also it will work. Okay, two operators they included together. One is equals, one is greater than. They included both together and they gave greater than or equals to this one. Let me check. 10 is greater than or equals to 20. Here first it will check if 10 is greater than 20 or not. Obviously it's not greater than 20. And one more, it will check equal as well. 10 is equals to 20 or not. 10 is also not equals to 20, and 10 is not greater than 20 as well. So you are going to get false. If I give 10 here, 10 is not greater than 10, but 10 is equals to 10, right? So it will give you true. So the included two operations together, greater than and equals to. Same less than or equals to. It will work if the number is less than another number, or if the number is equals to another number. That is less than or equals to. Okay. And
Okay.
equal operator we already saw here, if it is equals to or not. And not equals to, this is opposite to equal. If I'm going to take one number equals to 10. If num not equals to 5, not equals to 5, I need to print anything, whatever you want to print, you can print it. Else print nothing. Okay, so what I want to check, what I need to do, if my number is not equals to 5, then I need to do some operation. You can do anything. So based on your requirement, anything. But this is my condition. So I have a number between 1 to 10, and if the number is is not equals to 5, then only I need to print. If the number is equals to 5, I don't want to print that number. And if that number is not equals to 5, then only I need to print that number. Okay, run it, it will give you 10, because 10 is not equals to 5. If you give 5, now 5 is not equals to 5, this condition not satisfied, right? Obviously 5 equals to 5, this condition not satisfied, so it will print you nothing. So here what's the scenario, I have a number from 1 to 10, and if the number is not equals to 5, then I want to print the number, means I don't want to print 5. And if the number is not equals to 5, remaining numbers I need to print. So this is how we can do that using not equals to. Okay,
Okay.
here also it will it's applicable. Instead of not, simply if you want to do now, let me copy this, I will explain you how we can. Simply you can remove not operator here, and if you keep not equals to, see both are same. Okay, you can use not and equals here, and then or else you can combine them together, and you can use not equals to operator. Anyone you can use for not equal. Okay,
Manasa, there's a doubt actually.
tell me
On top of it, when we print OK, it is not coming num, it is coming 5. Can I know why?
which thing. It's
This
see,
gender thing
I
is the
forgot to
print.
explain you the print statement. See, in print statement, normally whatever data you have inside double quotes or single quotes, it's gonna print you as it is. Okay,
Okay.
if you won't give double quotes or single quotes, it's going to consider the data as variable. Okay, it will check for
Okay.
that variable. num. I have this variable here, that's why it printed. Other than num, if you give any something, if you check, it's going to give you error. Name error it will give you. See, name error. Name NUM is not defined. If you won't include that in single quotes or double quotes, it's going to consider that as a variable and it will search for that variable. If that variable,
Mhm.
if it able to see that variable somewhere. If it is not able to see that variable, it will give you such error. Clear?
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
it's clear.
won't include in double quotes or single quotes, it will consider that as a variable and it will search for that variable in the code. If that variable is
Yeah.
there and if any value is associated with that variable, it will print that value. Now I didn't include num
Mm.
in double quotes, so it's going to consider NUM as variable. So I have the variable here and the value associated with that variable is 10 and that's why it printed here.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah, yeah, it's clear.
Right, still you have doubt on that.
No, it's clear actually.
And name error when we are going to get means so it's name error like for variable. We try to print or we try to access some variable name and if the variable name is not there in the code, it's going to give you name error. Okay?
Mm.
Yeah. Any doubts up to now?
No doubts.
And these special operators for this special operators I need to complete data types like list, tuple and all. So post to completing that post to completing the data types, I will explain these special operators. These are like membership operators and all. So once after completing those and if we try these operators with the data types like list, tuple and all, then we can understand with more clarity. Okay.
Okay.
Any doubts for now?
No.
Leva, do you have any doubts?
No.